Mix, mix, swirl, mix. How'd that taste?
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
How about a drink?
The level 3 gang from the support Singed. Ari's like, what's going on? She flashes away, but she still gets flinged back. And there's the ignite pop from Annie, and this could be her death.
To shake or not to shake?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickey C, aka TheLoLHounds, and today we have a little bit of a different video, and it is going to be another video on the highest mastery point Singed player who I've already made a few videos on, just spectating his games and his unusual strategy or playstyle. I will put some links in the description if you haven't seen those videos. For you guys who do not know, basically his strategy was to play Singed support, but he would take Smite as well, and then level 1 he would invade the enemy jungle, usually on the top side, and then look for maybe a gank top or mid before backing, and then after that he would just go back to the bot lane and support his AD carry as usual. What this would do is put the enemy jungler pretty far behind if successful, or at least really put the enemy jungler on tilt. He managed to get to platinum with this strategy in season 6, which I assume is the highest ranked he has ever been. He ended the season on Singed with a 53% win rate with over 2,400 games, which is not that bad to be honest, especially for playing something that is considered not meta. The obvious problem though with the strategy was that early game he was leaving his AD carry to 1v2 fight in the bot lane, which probably put a lot of his AD carries on tilt, especially if they didn't like him doing this, because they would either get zoned from CS or just die 1v2 and fall behind in the game. Let's be honest, none of us would really like to 1v2 as an AD carry in the bot lane, and as a result though, he would get reported often by his teammates just because he is playing something unusual or non-meta. Here is when things get interesting though. Because of this, he actually got suspended by Riot for a number of days on more than one occasion, just because he would get reported so often by his teammates. So eventually, because of this, AdellaideSkyhart, which is the summoner we are talking about, actually sent a message to Riot support saying, hey, can you officially tell if I'm not allowed to play Singed support, or either please stop suspending my account because people are reporting me because of my unconventional playstyle. He also says I win a lot of games and I try to stay positive and help my team. And then a Riot employee actually officially replied by saying your account has been manually audited, or in other words reviewed, to be affecting a lot of players negatively. Should this behavior continue, you will be permanently banned. That's right, permanently banned. They also go on to say, and I quote, while picking Singed support isn't inherently bannable, refusing to work with your teammates is. This includes communicating with your teammates what you want to do. You are affecting a lot of players negatively, and this is bannable. I highly recommend not doing it anymore, except doing it with a group of friends who don't mind you playing Singed support to counter jungle, not build Sightstone, and roam. I understand you want to play Singed support, however your teammates do not want you to play Singed support. Right, are you telling me that if my support roams or doesn't buy Sightstone, I can report them and that will get them banned? I find that quite hilarious to be honest. Anyway, but looking at the main reason he gets suspended according to this Riot employee is because of his failure to communicate with his team. However, I can actually confirm AdellaideSkyhart actually does communicate with his team, and I'm not just saying in-game. He actually, before every single game, he posts a paragraph in chat telling his teammates exactly what he plans to do, and this has been confirmed by a number of people that have played with him before. Here is an image, as you can see, taken confirming this as well. It is not the best quality, but you get the picture and you can see what he says. Also, what are they trying to say? What does communicating with your team mean? Does that actually mean every time someone isn't communicating or not picking the champion the team wants is reportable and bannable? Riot have never really defined what communication is required with your team, so it definitely seems kind of unfair to me if this is the only reason they ban him. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this Riot employee's response. Now this response is just from one Riot employee, so I think whoever worded this response actually worded it very poorly, and I honestly don't think Riot are suspending him for not communicating with his team, because that just doesn't make sense to me. I think the main reason Riot are actually suspending his account is because he is queuing up as a support, but then he's actually taking Smite and counter jungling level 1 instead of supporting his AD carry and just leaving his AD carry to 1v2 in the bot lane. So I think that is probably the main reason Riot are actually doing this, because that would make a lot more sense to me and is a lot more understandable. However, if that is the case, I did think about it a bit longer and questioned what is actually defined as a support. Does a support actually have to only support his AD carry and go bot lane? Is he forced to only help his AD carry get ahead during the early game? Because essentially what the Singed is doing, or trying to do at least, is get his jungler ahead by putting the enemy jungler further behind. So is that not him supporting his jungler and team in general? And then level 3, like I said before, he often looks to gank top or mid depending on the situation, and is that not helping and supporting his other laners? Yes, it will likely set his AD carry behind, but at the same time he is getting advantages elsewhere on the map, or at least trying to, and also it is not like he never goes bot lane and doesn't help his AD carry at all, because from the games I did spectate of his before, he still goes bot lane after his first back usually, and he would usually stay there until the laning phase ends, just like a normal support. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, and Riot can't really say he is getting banned for not following the meta as a support, which is kind of what this Riot employee's response referred to, because he said he was counter jungling, not buying a sightstone, and roaming, which obviously goes against the meta of a support, which essentially has been defined by high elo players and professionals, and everyone's kind of just followed that because it is considered the most optimal. Banning someone for not following the meta actually contradicts with number 5 on their website for acceptable behavior. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourself, but it reads, "Do not report a summoner for not sticking to the meta game." So yeah, it definitely contradicts that. So overall, in my honest opinion, it does not seem fair that this Singed AdellaideSkyhart deserves to be banned for his unusual playstyle just because he goes against what is defined as a support in the current meta, and it's not like his playstyle is putting his team at a huge disadvantage. Because of over 2,400 games, he has a positive win rate on Singed and has managed to reach platinum with this strategy. Now I know he has recently fallen back down to gold, but who knows, maybe he just went on a large tilting spree or hasn't been playing as well. Everyone has bad runs, and he's still higher ranked than most people that play League of Legends. So yeah, also I thought I would note, if you look at his most recent games and this replay you guys have been watching, he now takes Exhaust instead of Smite and doesn't invade anymore, just so he doesn't get perma banned. And so, you know, Riot are forcing him to do this if he wants to continue to play Singed support. He still doesn't buy Sightstones, so, you know, that's just him. And you definitely can't ban someone for not buying Sightstone as a support. Obviously, you know, if you're playing support, I recommend you get Sightstone, but, you know, you don't have to. There's many high elo Zyra players or any support players who don't buy Sightstones, so, you know, you definitely don't have to buy Sightstone, and it's not a bannable offense. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section below, do you think he should be permabanned? What are your thoughts? Do you think Riot are right in this instance? You know, someone that has played thousands and thousands of games on this account and also probably spent some money on this account. Do you think this account deserves to be permabanned just because he's going against the meta? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be reading the comments and it'll be interesting to see what you guys think. So I thought I would make this video just to let you guys know. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop that like button. And as always, have a nice day.